What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm team building around Incineroar for Sword and Shield OU. Then I will be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. We have a set here that's able to take 2 Specs Draco Meteors from Dragapult, and we don't have to worry about hazard damage due to heavy duty boots, so it's a very reliable pivot against that Pokemon. We have Taunt because it's really useful to wear down Pokemon like Bulky Sylveon and Clefable. That'll just spam Wish or Soft Boiled against us, so that'll be really useful. On top of that, we can knock off their items, so that'll just help further break them down. What I really want is either a Wish Passer or a Pokemon that can Healing Wish into this. Now, I think the two best options are Sylveon and Clefable. The one I'm going to go with is Sylveon because it creates the best scenarios for Incineroar. When you think of Pokemon that'll switch into Sylveon, Corviknight comes to mind, as well as Rotom Heat, and Incineroar can easily pivot into both of those two Pokemon and just get a Wish back. Regarding Clefable, sometimes people will be hesitant to go out into the Corviknight initially because some of them run Life Orb with fire moves, so let's go ahead and run Bulky Sylveon as the pivot right now, and the Wish Passer. I'll make it 16 Spadef because it'll be a secondary Dragapult check, just in case like Incin randomly gets crit or gets worn down by something else, and then I can put like 240 in defense right now. This will also be our Conkeldurr check, so great fighting resist for Incineroar as well. And I can make it like Pixilate, of course, with plus Adamant Nature and minus attack. So Wish Pass, like I mentioned, Protect, then Hyper Voice and Mystical Fire are the other two moves I want. So from here, I definitely want Speed Control. These two are really good defensively, like they can pivot around very nicely, but what I really want is something that can immediately break through Pokemon as well as outspeed them. So what can do that for me? Scarf Dracovish wouldn't be the worst thing. Scarf Gengar would be fine. I kind of like Dracovish because it's able to threaten opposing fire types like Rotom Heat, which kind of gives these two a bit of a hard time if it's Nasty Plot plus like Volt Switch and Overheat, so maybe Dracovish can just check that. Now obviously I couldn't reliably pivot in due to the potential of Will-O-Wisp or Thunderwave, but I still think the check could be useful, so let's go ahead and run the Vish today with Fishious Rend and Strong Jaw. That's really ever all you want to click unless you're running into like a Dragon type or Seismitoad. We'll go Outrage to complete the dual stab and then Psychic Fangs for Pex, which is kind of useful for Incin because while Incin can technically 1v1 due to the Taunt plus the knockoff, it's going to get really worn down by Scald, so I definitely want secondary ways to break that down. Then I'll run Crunch on this set, and we'll just go with like Max Attack, Max Speed, Adamant Nature right now, so I really like the core, but opposing Seismitoad looks like a really big issue. Incineroar and Dracovish both hate that Pokemon, and Sylveon is going to get Toxic, so ideally a Grass type would be great. Now Celebi appears right here. I believe the other good options are Ferrothorn, which I could add for hazards, or Rotom, which is an OU now, yeah. So I've been using a lot of Ferrothorn. I could run like Rocks Celebi if I really want to, or I could run like U-turn Celebi to get momentum into Dracovish or Incin. I kind of like that idea because if I did that, then people would pivot in Ferrothorn every time, and that's just free Incin switch-ins, so we could take advantage of that with like U-turn, and then we can make it Nasty Plot Breaker with dual stab on the other two moves. Like Psychic and then Leaf Storm is fine, so this should create good scenarios as well. I can go Leftovers with an offensive set. I don't think we really need much of a power boosting item after a Nasty Plot, like plus 2 hits are going to hit really hard, so let's go ahead and stick with lefties. And then I'll go for Spadef. I really like this over Rotom too because it still provides a momentum, but because of Natural Cure, we don't have to be as worried about Toxic wearing us down over time. Now from here, what does the team need at this point? We still have no ground immunity. I would definitely love hazards of my own. Hazard control would be useful too because, like, we have the boots on this, but Dracovish getting worn down by spikes and rocks, or even T-spikes every time would be really bad, so hazard control would be vital right here now. One thing I'm noticing is my fire type does not resist fairy, so ideally a steel type or another fire type that could resist fairy would be very good. So Corviknight and Rotom Heat both come to mind because they both complete momentum cores with Celebi. Like we have U-turn, Rotom Heat could Volt Switch, and then Corviknight could U-turn. I think Rotom Heat's more reliable right here because while I couldn't run Will-O-Wisp, it definitely would appreciate the Wish Passes more, and it can more reliably switch into opposing Clefable because Corviknight is hit super effectively by Flamethrower or Fire Blast, so Yeah, I'll go Rotom Heat with like heavy duty boots, so I know the double fire is kind of like redundant, but I think they do fulfill different roles right here regarding the Pokemon they're able to check, so let's go ahead and stick with it. I'll go max HP, max speed, timid with the 4 in special attack. Then I'll go Volt Switch, Overheat, Nasty Plot, and Defog on the set, so that's great. Yeah, Corviknight would have been the other defogger, but I definitely think Rotom Heat just creates the better scenario versus Clefable. We have one slot left. What does the team need at this point? Rocks of my own, or Spikes of my own, are definitely what I want, so what are Rockers and Spikers that I could run? Cobalion would provide me with a Steel type. It would definitely provide me with another Wall Breaker, which I could take advantage of, like Swords Dance or Calm Mind Breaker, but I don't know, I feel as though the Pokemon that's threatening, like Ferrothorn for example, we already have great checks to with the double fire, so I don't think I necessarily need that. I think, like, Seismitoad wouldn't be bad too, because I could use that as a Dracovish check. Celebi does not take 2 Fishious Rends at all, I believe, so that'll be a much better switch-in, and it would really help me out in the Rain matchup, because I would have a Barraskewda check, which currently if I ran into Rain with Barraskewda, that would 6-0, because Sylveon does not appreciate Liquidation. They tend to carry Crunch for Celebi, so yeah, I think I will go Seismitoad today with like Stealth Rocks, Earthquake. I used to run Earth Power. Actually, I think I only did it once because Melmetal used to be in the tier, but I can go back to running Earthquake now, and then I can run like Scald and Toxic with Leftovers and Water Absorb. Seems fine. And then we'll go with the Fizz Def spread because that allows us to take the 2 close combats from Barraskewda, so that'll definitely be vital. And then I'll go with minus speed right here with 4 in Spidef, and I believe that'll be the team. It looks like we have everything checked. I'm hoping it does well. Let's go ahead and play. Alright, I have a game. We have some Auroraville to deal with right now. I definitely like my Seismitoad's ability to wear down Cloyster. I'm going to lead Dracovish against the Drill because I can Fishious Rend through. The thing is, if I lock Fishious Rend, I would be putting myself in a tougher spot against Cloyster. But I still think it's worth it right now. Yeah, because they're going to go for the spin into rocks, right? So what I can do is try to take advantage of the situation by going either Toad, which we've already said I can't afford to take damage, so I think I'll go Celebi here on the Earthquake, and then what I'll do is go right for the U-turn. And at least this way I'm not losing to Cloyster right now, but it still might win later, to be honest. That thing is a really big threat. What I can do here is bring out, well, tough turn, because I can go Rotom Heat, but that'll invite in the Komodo, and unfortunately my Scarf for the speed tier doesn't exactly beat that, so a little bit of a tough scenario. The other option is just going back to Dracovish, which I've already shown the item on, so I'm not sure I might like that either. I think I go to either Sylveon or Dracovish. Let's make the Dracovish play and see how they want to respond to this, because they might just go Cloyster here. They end up going Celebi. I don't know if this has U-turn or not, but I'm going to go Rotom Heat, as they just go for Leaf Storm, but I'm not trying to sack Batmon off. And let's get rid of these rocks now. I think that's good for us. Like, even if they pivot in Komodo, I have outs against that with my Celebi and my Sylveon. Although after Clanger's Soul, I don't know if I kill. That's the thing. Ends up being Reuniclus, which is interesting. I don't really know what to think of this, but I'll Volt Switch into my Incin. Like, I have Spidef. If they go for Focus Blast, actually, do I just go Sylveon? Incin could be helpful against the Celebi. And it could also maybe dodge Rock Blast. Like, that's always a win condition if I want to go for it. Yeah, let's go Sylveon, as they go for Trick Room. Okay, so good to know that this is Trick Room. Trick Room Flash Cannon, huh? That is a set. I wonder if they have Calm Mind. I don't think they do. They go for Flash Cannon again. Let's Wish here. On the Flash Cannon, let's go right for Protect. I can't choke this away. Like, I need my Sylveon around. On the Flash Cannon, let's go for Hyper Voice here. I wonder what their Komodo's ability is. That's really important too. Okay, this is fine. I'll click Hyper Voice one more time here. And knock that out. Perfect. Okay, so we get rid of that. Now it's literally just the Cloyster. Can I break through that? They're trying to set up on this? I don't think that's the play, dude. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way you're setting up on me. Bring it out all you want, but you're not setting up. I can Volt out here. I'm trying to catch this Komodo so that way I can Psychic with my Celebi, but they went Ninetales, okay. Interesting play. I really don't want to lock Fishious Rend because that gives the Cloister setup, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. Let's make the instant play, and let's go right for the Blitz, and then let's follow it up with the U-turn, I think. Yeah, I don't want to die here. Let's go for... I don't want to kill this here, and then Cloister comes in. That's the thing. Let's go right for the U-turn. Oh, they forced me to do it. No. I think I just lost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over, because they just encored me into Blitz. Okay, they're trying Komodo, though. Can I take this on with anybody? Probably not. Yeah, because I'm Adamant Dracovish. I'll make this play. Oh, they're sub-Belly Drum. Okay, that actually makes this a bit easier. Because I can Psychic here to break, and then they shouldn't be able to kill me with the Drain Punch, and then I can kill them. Right? I don't know if I kill them, that's the thing. But I'll definitely live Drain Punch or Earthquake, whichever one it is. Like, it's just a matter of how much damage I can do. That did so much, and I'm not killing that, yeah. No way I'm killing that. I just lost. Ah, that sucks. Okay, is there anything I can do here, or is that just straight up over? I'm pretty sure the game's just over, so... Let's Psychic here, I guess, and then I'll try to do something. Like, maybe they have the worst speed tier ever on this. 373, 295. Dracovish, do you wanna maybe outspeed? Nah, no way. Okay, well that guy's gonna win. I tried to maneuver around the sweepers, but it was really hard. I'll be right back. So I have another game right here. That match right there is like a prime example of why I hate using slow Scarfers. Dracovish and Dracozolt as well as Toxtricity just don't have the speed tier to be good Scarfers in OU. That's why I mostly rely on like Band or Specs on them, but I figured we might be able to try it today. It might actually do a lot of work right here, so maybe we can take advantage of that. I am going to lead off with my... So Toad is important here, that's for sure. I can Toxic Sylveon and it takes on Cinderace, so that's something I really need to keep in mind. I'm going to try to go for the Dracovish kill perhaps, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go Incin. So they lead Komodo, so they really want rocks, I guess. I guess if they want rocks, I can also get up rocks. Like, might as well. I don't know what this is going to do to me. It goes for Taunt, okay. Pretty obvious click, to be honest. I don't know why I didn't expect it. Maybe I should switch out again. Let's go Sylveon. As I catch Hydreigon, great. Okay, so now what I can do is get a Wish up here. And then I can switch out based on what they bring in. I think this is going for U-turn for sure. So I'm going to Hyper Voice. Yeah, I want to catch something with the Hyper Voice. So it's going to be their Sylveon. No, they actually give me damage on this Cinderace. I'm surprised he would do that. Assuming this has U-turn too. No, it just goes for Power Ball. I'll get in my Toad on that and try to get up my rocks. Ah, now they go for the U-turn. I should have done it last turn. Yeah, because now they're just going to get in Hydreigon. I can live this hit and maybe try to get up rocks here, but I think Sylveon's the better play. I live this hit no matter what, so I can Hyper Voice and probably kill it. They shouldn't stay in, yeah. Oh, they actually have Iron Head, okay. Well, I'm going to try to recover this up. Don't flinch me. Thank you. I got a Wish up. Oh, this is definitely like Swords Dance or something, but I'm going to Protect. This is a tough turn. I don't know what to do here. Like, I could pass it to Celebi, but I don't think that's going to give me much. I'll do it anyway. As they just go for Earthquake, that is Life Orb. Yeah, that has to be some sort of boosting item. And I'll go right here for the U-turn, and finally either force them to defog or get up my hazards is what I want to do. Yeah, so they go for U-turn, and I finally get my hazards up, which is going to really help me out. Now here's the problem. This can nasty plot here, and be annoying. Yeah, I'm going to call that and go out into this. And I'm just going to go immediately for Outrage. Like, I'm not locked in if they make this play, so I don't even care. I can go Rotom Heat here. Like, I know that was really risky because that was a really good Pokemon, but, like, I still didn't want to play around. I'll go to Celebi here on the Wish. I guess they might pass that to, like, Cinderace. Ah, but they just leave it in. I was gonna say, are they gonna do that or not? They just keep on going for Yawn. This is such an annoying set. And they can just Wish here. They might Protect this time, though. That's kind of what I'm hoping they do. Okay, they actually bring in the Hydreigon. I'll go right for U-turn and see what they do. These Hydreigon mind games are like really difficult because I want to get in Sylveon on the Dark Pulse, but I don't know if they're going to let me do that. I also can't let this get a Wish Pass to it at any point. I think I'll go Incin. They actually have Draco, okay. That makes this a bit tougher too. Well, I'll go for U-turn because I can catch Komodo, which is definitely what they're doing here. Yeah, I catch Komodo coming in. I can bring in Sylveon to Wish, or I go like Dracovish, but I like the Celebi play, to be honest. Celebi doesn't seem like the worst idea. Like, I'm just trying to set up my Fishious Rend. That's what I really want to spam here, but they're definitely not going to let me do that very easily. Never mind, they just gave me a Psychic into this. I don't know what they thought I was going to do, but I'll Psychic again. I can spam Fishious Rend all I want now. So there's the win con. Should I actually go for U-turn here, trying to get it in? Nope, I should not have. Sylveon, I guess, on the Poison Jab. So that was a bit of a blunder on my part. Yeah, bad play. I mean, I'll just sack this off. And then Fishious Rend should be able to kill this. Dracovish against... What is this Pokemon called? Komodo? Yeah, okay. I mean, even if they're like max HP, without that nature, it still takes too much. Yeah, this is dead. So Dracovish is the win con. It can win too, it does so well. So we kill that. We have Hydreigon in range. They basically have to go Sylveon here, that's their only option. I need these Fishious Rends to come through. Like, this can win, but... Like, I have to keep Quick Attack in mind. Why did this come in? They really valued Chip on me so badly that they wanted to sack off their Cinderace. I mean, that's really good for me. Like, I'm okay taking the hit right there. Because getting rid of Cinderace helps out Celebi a lot, too. They're just gonna give me the game with Celebi, aren't they? That's what it's looking like. That just straight up died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Celebi just wins this game, but this dies too. And we know it's Life Orb. Why aren't you going Sylveon? Are you like Choice Specs or something? I don't know what this was. They sacked off their entire team before going out into the Sylveon. So yeah, now all I have to do is bring this in. Good play going for that, but I don't think it helps you out at all. I'll just do this on the Yawn. And then I'll taunt it here to prevent Wish from going up. As they actually just go right for Moonblast, which is fine. I think this is the turn I get in my Rotom and just Nasty Plot and win. Yeah, because Moonblast is doing like no damage at all. I can just Nasty Plot, and I have speed for the Diggersby. I guess if I missed Overheat, I could lose. Okay, they have that, but I can Overheat this turn. Yeah, that should kill. Never mind. Did not kill at all. But I can Overheat here, and then I can kill it, the other thing using Celebi. I'll be right back. Okay, I have another game right here. My opponent has a very scary team with a double Psychic. That's something I really need to watch out for. My two Fire types look really good right here. I can use my Celebi against the Keldeo unless it's Choice Specs Icy Wind, but maybe Sylveon just takes that on as well. My best lead right here is going to be my Toad. Against Necrozma, I don't know what Necrozma wants to do, but it might be the Stealth Rocker, so... I think I'm just going to try to Toxic at him. No, because if they pivot Pharaoh or Celebi, that would get me nothing. I would rather force the rocks here. I don't think they would let me Toxic Necrozma. Okay, they just want to go for game, I guess. I'll just go for Toxic then, like whatever. I mean, that hurts, but like, I can take it. And then what I can do this turn is get in Sylveon, I think. Or I can just Earthquake. Like, I think they're not going to click Photon Geyser this turn. Yeah, they go for Brick Break trying to call Incin or something, so... I don't know why they're giving me such a big win con, like, immediately, but I'm not complaining about it, like... That's the thing. I'll go Sylveon here. Oh, that hurt more than I thought it would, huh? I thought it would take like 50 or like 60, but it took almost 90. I guess it's Life Orb. That had to be Adamant too, for sure. Well, that's kind of bad, but I guess it's alright. At least I kept my Toad. Out comes this. This could be like Calm Mind, I guess, but I'll go Celebi here and just keep this as sack fodder. Just goes for Secret Sword, that is fine. This guy seems to not want to switch out his Pokemon so far, so I'm gonna go for a Leaf Storm. Like, he could have kept Necrozma. If he goes Ferrothorn, I'm not really scared of that, so I can just Leaf Storm here and then switch out. He's not even Leftovers, so any damage I get on it is permanent. I guess Leech Seed is a thing, yeah. But I'll go Incin here. As he actually misses Leech Seed, so never mind. Leech Seed actually doesn't exist. Let's go right for Blitz. I could also Knock, but like... Actually, I will go for Knock. Now I'm gonna Blitz, because he might assume I'm locked in for no reason. Like, what if he thinks I'm Choice Band? That would honestly be kind of funny. And I get good damage on the Rotom Heat anyway. This guy's luck is not that great. Like, he missed Leech Seed and got burned. I don't really know what to say about that, but... I'll go Toad this time because he might Icy Wind. Goes straight for Focus Blast. There was no need, man. That's actually really scary. Well, what I can do here is get in Dracovish. I think this is Choice Spec, so I can just Fishious Rend. That is not a switch in. Never mind, it is. We'll make the Celebi play first because I don't want them leech cheating. I wonder what moves this actually has. Yeah, this is going to try to recover every time. And now, I think they might actually spam Leech Seed here for recovery, so I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot and see whether I can take advantage of the situation. Just go for a knockoff, okay. Well, I'm just going to Psychic to wear this down, then go for the Dracovish win con. Like, all I'll need after this is damage on the Celebi and Aegislash, which I now have, okay. I'm going to make the instant play here. I don't think they would go for close combat in front of Celebi, like, that seems really reckless. Yeah, they just go for Sneak, which makes sense. 7.6%, it's Leftovers, huh? I mean, they're gonna King Shield here, so let's go for Taunt. Ah, they just hard switched in Keldeo. I didn't think they would actually do that. Okay, well, what I can do is get in Sylveon, sack that, then get in Dracovish and actually kill the Ferrothorn. Yeah, this is great, because I can Fishious Rend without really caring now. Like, that'll really help me out, but... I don't know, this has been a weird game, too. I think they're gonna sack off the Pharaoh. Yeah, so this is dead. And I was hoping it wasn't a two of them, because now I might have to put myself in range of Sneak, but I guess it is what it is. Like, after this dies, I might be able to solo with my Rotom. I just wish I killed that Keldeo earlier. That would have been a lot helpful. That would have been very helpful. They end up switching an Aegislash. They go right for the Sacred Sword this time. Smart play, man. I guarantee you they King Shield this time, but I'm not allowing Keldeo in again. Yeah, they go for King Shield. I was gonna get it wrong always, but it's fine. Let's go for knockoff. Man, that's really annoying. I should have just clicked knockoff last time, and this would have been the freest click ever too, but I got both of them wrong. They ended up hard switching in Keldeo anyway. Well, my expendable Pokemon is Celebi. I definitely keep this. Their coverage on Celebi is going to be important too, whether they have Earth Power or not. So there's that. Now they're going to bring out either Celebi or Aegislash to Shadow Sneak me. Which they have shown. I think if I want to take advantage of this, what I should do is sack this off, then get in Rotom Heat. Yeah, Rotom Heat is my like win con here. I need to hope that can do stuff. I don't know why they gave me so much damage. That just helps out Dracovish a ton. I'll go Incin here. Oh, it's sub-lefties. I don't think they have Earth Power if it's sub-lefties. It's probably like Sub-Calm Mind or Nasty Plot, then Dual Stabs, so I think I might be fine with this situation. I can U-turn, then U-turn again using my Celebi. Oh, they have Aura Sphere, but I lived it. That's actually really big, that I was able to live there. I can go for U-turn again. If they bring out the Rotom, I can go Dracovish, depending on whether they show me whether they're boots or not. They sack that off, okay. I mean, my Incin is useless at this point. I'll just take momentum with it. Celebi can at least outspeed this. It is boots. Okay, good to know. So I go Dracovish here, Fishious Rend, and then overheat the Aegislash. Yeah, that's how I win. Because if they can't switch an Aegislash here, it dies, I think. So All I have to do is hit an overheat with my thing, and then I'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know why they tried that. It was always dying, dude. You don't underestimate Dracovish. Like, what? What was that play? I'll be right back. So I have another game. My opponent has a team that is very weak to Dracovish, Fishious Rend. I definitely want to take advantage of that win con. It looks like their Stealth Rockers are either the T-Tar or the Mew. Probably the T-Tar, because they don't have an Excadrill or anything to abuse sand. I'm going to lead off with my... So this is an interesting scenario. If I'm expecting one of those two, my best lead is going to be Dracovish. But Mew could live one and have like random Will-O-Wisp or Thunder Wave, and that's a win con gone, so... That's not something I can really risk. I think I go Incin. It is the T-Tar, unfortunately. I was hoping to see a Mew, but... Worst case scenario, what I can do here is get in my Toad and just trade rocks with them. As they just go right for Edge. It might be Banded, I'm honestly not sure, but I'll go for rocks. I think it's Banded, but yeah, I'm glad I didn't stand right there. Out comes Conkeldurr. So the thing about Conkeldurr is it could have Facade and 2-hit KO my Sylveon. It's probably the play I'm going to make anyway. Like, I could Earthquake, but I think I go Sylveon. Close combat just blows me away. Yikes. And the thing about Conkeldurr is, as much as I want to prevent the defog here, I can't switch out again against Conkeldurr. I have to go for Mystical Fire or Hyper Voice. Definitely Hyper Voice. If they go for the defog, it is what it is. I can't switch out against Conk and have them stay in. Yeah, they go Corviknight, but like I still couldn't risk it. What I can at least do here is take advantage of this situation and go Dracovish. They either have to defog, which gives me a Fishious Rend, which is what I want, or they have to go for the U-turn, in which case I get to keep rocks up, so that didn't die, huh? And I took Helmet Chip. Wonderful. I really thought I would die like every time, but that's not the case, I guess. Are we serious? That didn't kill? They're like max HP, max defense for sure. That blew up. I'm not sacking my Vish, dude. I don't know what they were hoping for. Oh, it comes to this. Just take the Sylveon. Close combat. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice immediately. Like, I really don't want them pivoting Corviknight and recovering or any of that, so... Let's just give them the Mon, then I think I get in Dracovish here. Or I could go Celebi. Like, Celebi is also really strong, that's the thing. Celebi does really well with Nasty Plot now that Corviknight's on 1%, but I think I'll make the play here anyway. And I'll just go right for Leaf Storm. Like, I don't want them pivoting T-Tar, and then it lives and all that. Out comes Kyurem. It's lefties. I'll go for U-turn and bring out Rotom Heat, I think. This thing doesn't get Terravolt, so my Rotom doesn't get hit by Earth Power. Yeah, it is the subset, so it's probably what sub... I don't know if it gets reduced anymore, but I'll Nasty Plot into Overheat. They might get in their T-Tar. But no, they just leave it in. They what, sub again here? Yeah, but I can break that sub. This is kind of annoying. I don't like this. I'll Nasty Plot up, though. I think I can beat this set. Overheat here. Okay, they just give it to me, which is like best case scenario. Yeah, I'll just Overheat again for the kill. So that's another switch into my Dracovish's Fishious Rend just out of the way. So all I need now is damage on Rotom and the game is mine. Let's see what I can do about that. So Rotom comes in here. I'm out of Overheat, so that thing has pressure, didn't it? Yeah. So what I have to do here is Volt Switch out, as they're either Scarf or they want a Speed Tie. Probably a Scarf set. So that's important to note regarding my Dracovish, but... against this, let's go Dracovish now, like whatever. I can Fishious Rend here, and they're not going to kill me with Mach Punch, and that's dead. So now they bring back Rotom, right? I don't want to risk Celebi on Thunder Wave, but because I have the ability to Natural Cure, I can just pivot it in pretty safely. See, I'll go Celebi here. As I'm now Choice Scarf, that's probably fine, I can just Leaf Storm. Yeah, that actually helps me out if anything, because now my Dracovish doesn't have to worry about this. And if they sack this here, my Dracovish just straight up wins, so... It looks like that was either an Assault Vest set. Did this get Pursuit after Home came out? Genuinely have no idea, but I'm gonna hope it didn't. Yeah, okay. And I can just throw out a Scald. Throw out another Scald. Knock that out, and now it's over. They should Mach Punch, right? Then all I have to do is... Let's do it with Dracovish. Let's go right for Fishious Rend. I guess if they crit Mach Punch here, this is a choke, but they're not going to. Like, come on now. Nah, dude, I don't know if you know what you're facing. Like, why do people try to switch into this thing? Just sack somebody. And sack the Pokemon that's in. Like, I don't get it. That Aegislash play, yeah, that doesn't kill, but because it's faster than me technically, I can't do anything about that. So they Mach Punch and then die to burn. I'll be right back. So this player has Rain. I'm going to try to take advantage of the lead situation with Dracovish against Pelipper. Yeah, because now I can just Fishious Rend under Rain, and then if they go Ferrothorn, it gets blown away by 2 of these, I think, so... They basically pick a sack unless Pelipper actually lives and can get a U-turn out, but I don't know if it does or not. Like, it's hard to tell with Dracovish because it's insane, but yeah, that is able to live and get a U-turn. So they're able to get out of there in a pretty decent position, but like, they kind of have to bring in their Ferrothorn here anyway, because who comes in, right? Like, maybe Dragapult, yeah. Shiny Dragapult is interesting. I'll go to Incineroar because, like, I hope they don't U-turn, but they do. I was gonna say, like, if they go for U-turn, they get in Barraskewda or Groudon, which makes this a bit tough. Like, I was hoping this would just be an easy Dracovish lead situation sort of thing, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I'll go Toad, though, because it can take 2 of these hits and just get up rocks. Like, sure, they wear me down for later, but I think the rocks are gonna help me out. And the fact that this is Life Orb helps me out a lot, too, because Sylveon takes the hit better. So there's Pharaoh. I get up rocks, which is going to go a long way. I can just go out into my... I want to go Rotom instead of Incin, I think, because that might force the Groudon to Aqua Jet. As they just click Spikes. Okay, well that's fine. Tough turn here. And I got it right and missed. Great. Okay, well... That's really bad. Yeah, that's so annoying. If I had damage on this, Dracovish just clicked Fishious Rend on everything. Yeah, now they make the correct play. Like, I literally had that in range of that attack, but now it's not. I'll go for Volt here and try to get in, like, either Dracovish, which I don't think I want actually switching into a potential Body Slam, so I think Celebi is better. So they go for Rocks. Yeah, this is actually kind of bad now. I probably should have defogged. I might be forced to do that at this point. Yeah, I'll go for U-turn here. They probably have it as well. That's the thing. And I don't have my boots. Yeah, I have to go Incin. Yes, they go for U-turn. Man, I'm really annoyed about that Ferrothorn miss. Like, Dracovish would have been such an easy win con right now, but that's not the case. Yeah, I have to defog because I need my Seismitoad to be able to take the Barraskewda attack. I have speed, I doubt it's enough. They're going for knockoff though, or SD, like one of the two. I didn't actually expect SD, but that's what they decided to click. Allows me to make this play and just go right for either U-turn if it kills or Leaf Storm. Groudon. U-turn does kill. Yeah, and if they pivot this in, I can at least get my defog here. They should try to sack off Pelipper, but I have to defog. They might just stay in and try to get up hazards again if they really want to, but I can't predict that here. I have to get rid of the hazards on the field right now. Yeah, they pivot in Dragapult. I'll go Sylveon here because I feel as though they might make the play into to just go for Draco. Like, they could U-turn to Jirachi too. So it's kind of a tricky situation. I'm actually going to Volt Switch predicting their U-turn. Yeah, I want to be aggressive now. I'm like sick of this guy just getting all the momentum every time. Like, I would totally just go Dracovish here, but I can't. Let's go to Incin. And sort of force their hand at potentially a kill on my end here. I think I go for Knock. As Pelipper comes in. Pelipper is base 65 speed, right? And base 65 with no speed should not outspeed me. Yeah, it doesn't. So I can double knock off here and kill it. And then when the Barraskewda comes in, what I'm going to do is not hard switch in Seismitoad. Instead, what I'll do is choose a sack, and then go either Sylveon or Toad after. Yeah, for sure. I don't want to sack off my Toad. This is probably going for what? Close combat here? Who was my best play? Celebi can probably come in after too, now that I'm thinking about it. I could try to get in Toad, but I don't think it's smart. I definitely want to keep this. This thing is great. I'll just check off my Rotom Heat, I think. Rotom doesn't look super valuable. Yeah, there's the close combat, which makes plenty of sense. Now what I want to do is get in either Dracovish or I go Celebi. Now the thing is, this could have the crunch, so Celebi isn't completely safe. Dracovish will live one of anything. The problem is, because they're faster than me, I'm very unsure regarding my Fishious Rend's kill percentage. Let's put it in the calc. Where is this? Dracovish against Barraskewda. So that's how much it's doing to one with 170 base power. If I have that, but then put them at -2. Yeah, it's doing the same amount. I don't know why I didn't think it would, but I can Fishious Rend here and kill it, probably. They'll be at 71, and then they should die. Like, if they Liquidation, it should die too. And then I still have my full health Sylveon to help out against the Dragapult. This is dead to 2 of these, yeah. And they just lost their rain turn, so that's really good for me here. So getting rid of Ferrothorn really helps out Celebi, but unfortunately because I'm not Earth Power on my Celebi, it's going to be really tough against the Jirachi, but Nasty Plot plus Leaf Storm might honestly just be enough on its own. So here's the drag. I'll go Sylveon on the Shadow Ball crit, great. And I'll go, oh wait, that thing is weakened? I didn't even realize. I'll go for Wish on the Jirachi, and then what I'll do is pass it to my Dracovish here, and then just Fishious Rend somebody else. Don't Body Slam para me, like, come on now. Dracovish should have already done way more work, so they go for that. I get to kill somebody here with Fishious Rend. If they give me this, I think it's probably over. I mean, somebody's dead here. I don't think Dragapult comes in. And then this definitely dies. So let's see, Fishious Rend. Then they're going to bring out what, either Crawdaunt or... I mean, no, Crawdaunt's in range, right? Don't I have Crawdaunt low? Yeah, it is. And then Barraskewda should be in range, so that's dead. They have to go Dragapult. Which I could go hard Sylveon against, but that's not the play. The play is to sack somebody, then get in Sylveon to Hyper Voice. If I went hard Sylveon, I might lose, but I can get an instant safer here. Yeah, and even if they go for U-turn, I don't think it'll help them out a ton, because whatever they bring out is just Dracovish again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is mine. Barraskewda, I can go right for U-turn. Or I could go Toad. Let's just go Toad. On the CC. I just want them to take drops to help out my Dracovish. I guess on the off chance they don't kill me, I'll get up rocks in case it's a roll against the Dragapult. There's that. I get a Dracovish. Now go right for Fishious Rend. I do outspeed this, right? Oh, actually, wait a minute, I don't. But I'll live it. Yeah, that's the point. Because I got the Wish earlier, and they were Adamant anyway, so I did outspeed. So now they bring in Dragapult. Yeah, my best play is to sack off my Incin again. They should just Shadow Ball at this point and hope I choke, but I don't know if they're going to. Yeah, they keep on going for U-turn, which is not a winning play. Because this is just going to re-invite in Dracovish, which is something they can't afford here. So once again, I can go right for U-turn. There's the Liquidation. I get in Dracovish, click Outrage at this point. Yeah, I don't even have to Fishious Rend anymore. They should try to get in Dragapult and hope I choke it away, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, they have to try to get in hard Dragapult here and hope I choke, but they just go for Jet, which is not the winning play. I mean, like, it obviously didn't matter because I clicked Outrage, but if I clicked Fishious Rend and Dragapult could actually live, they might have been able to win. But at this point, my Sylveon has this, so that'll be that. And it looks like they clicked Shadow Ball. That was Scarf, I think, but yeah. I will be right back. So I have another game right here. If I can get rid of the Toad, my Dracovish just has a ton of fun. I really need to watch out for that Zeraora. That thing is a really big issue, but... yeah, because my Scarfer doesn't outspeed that, so that might honestly just win them the game, but... what I'll do here is lead off with my Dracovish against the Darm. This is great. What I'm going to do is go immediately for Crunch, because I want to catch the Toad for damage. And I don't think they would pivot Sylveon, yeah, they go Toad. So that takes a decent amount. I can respond with Celebi. And they're not going to sack this ever. I can go for U-turn. Yeah, if they risk this, they lose, so they're not going to. What I can do here is take the turn to get in my Toad. And Toxic is a free click, but I could also just get up Rocks. I think I'll go for the Rocks. They might get in Conkeldurr here. That wouldn't surprise me. I'll have to go Sylveon on that. I'm also curious, so Darm did what, 28%? Is that Band or Scarf? Darmanitan? That is Scarf. Why? Okay, I really don't mind that. Like, sure you help out your Darm, but my Dracovish loves this a ton. And they're even giving me more chip on it? Amazing. I'm thinking about Toxicing one of these turns coming up. I don't know if it should be this turn, though. Okay, so we're just trying to set up both of our win cons, I guess. We both really want each other's Toad gone. They kept theirs for the water immunity, which is smart. I'll make the play into Sylveon here on the Drain Punch, and I can just click Hyper Voice. I can't let them Wish Pass to that, I will lose, but they give me the Conk, which is helpful. Yeah, if they Wish Pass to their Toad, I lose the game, so that's not happening ever. But yeah, the fact that it's so low and on a timer is gonna really be good here. Zera comes in, I'll sack. I probably should have sacked off the Toad now that I'm looking back. What did I just do? Well, it's alright. I can go to Incin and just click Knockoff. Yeah, because this sort of forces them to sack off Toad or sack this by clicking Close Combat. I'll live the CC because of the Intimidate, and then I should be fine from there. Yeah, so they go for Volt. I hope to see the Toad sack. That would be like best case scenario. But they instead go Sylveon. I'm going to taunt this. Yeah, so that way it can't get a Wish Up and then Flare Blitz through. That's why Taunt is so good on the set, and I can Flare Blitz again here. And knock out Sylveon. Perfect. That's amazing. Now, the last big obstacle is that Necrozma. If I can prevent it from sweeping me with Dragon Dance, this should be my game, and I think Celebi can do that. Yeah, Rocks plus Leaf Storm plus maybe even Rotom Heat can take one, depending on whether it has Stone Edge. That'll be really nice, but I'll sack this off because I want the Intimidate for Necrozma. Goes right for Plasma Fists. I'll obviously Earthquake here. They went hard Necrozma, why? Why did they go hard Necrozma? I don't want to go Dracovish and have to make a play. Like, Scarf Outrage is just a win con at this point. I would rather just go Celebi here. I'm like really curious. Is this some sort of bait? I'm gonna go for Leaf Storm. I just miss it and I take a Heat Wave. That's really great. I just want this in range of my Dracovish, please. Like, come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's bad. I have to U-turn. Yeah, I have to make this play, and... I'm gonna Crunch. Crunch should be doing a decent amount to this. They just leave it in to die, okay. Well, I can revenge this using Celebi. But I think they win at this point. I should have Fishious Rended there. But yeah, I killed that. Now they get in the Darm. Actually, it's not over completely. I'm wrong. This is still winnable, but there's a few things that need to happen. I need to find out whether their Darm has a rock move. I need to find out whether Toad is in range of Overheat. Okay, so Zera outspeeds my entire team at this point. That's a given. Meaning if my Rotom gets put in range, the game is over. Rotom has boots though. I think I suck off my Incin here. Yeah, as they go right for the U-turn, that is alright, I think. Yeah, I think it just comes down to this thing's coverage. Like, does it have a rock move to put my Rotom in range? But yeah, this guy might have this. So I obviously go Rotom here. Click Overheat. They might suck off the Toad. Okay, they suck this off. I don't know why. Like, that's, I think, one of the better win cons for you, dude. And now they get in what? Toad, right? I think... No, Celebi dies to Scald. I lost. There is one win con... No, there is not a win con I can play for. Because even if I live the Scald with the Rotom, I would still die to 2 Darm hits. So my win con is Overheat crit the Toad. They went Darm first. So I guess I'm playing off a rock move miss. They go for Blitz, and yeah, that's going to wrap it up, unfortunately, because they don't die to Recoil here. If they did, I could win, but they don't. Yeah, and that's going to be that, because this should have speed for me, as it was Scarf, so that's going to be the game. We take another loss, so we lost the first and the last game, I think, so 4-2, I think, 5-2, something like that. I did hope y'all enjoyed. You can find a team down below in the description. Really sloppy last game in my end right there. That was definitely not the best, but it's alright. I'll see you guys next time. Later.